teeny. What? You're teeny.
No, I'm not.
You're teeny. I will accept no mom slander.
Okay.
Any mom slander and they'll come for you. Welcome back to Every Disney Movie Ever. My name is Jess and I'm watching Every Disney Movie Ever. It is the week of Guest. It is Celebration Month and we have my mom. She's back and she hates every second that she's on camera.
For her.
So I'm gonna milk every second she's on camera. Today we're gonna talk about The Color of Friendship. The Color of Friendship is a 2000 Disney Channel original movie. It's directed by Kevin Hooks, cinematography by David Herrington, editing by Richard Nord, music by Stanley Clarke, and it's written by Qualles, Kevin Hooks, and a bunch of the others I covered in previous videos. They'll be listed and linked in the description.
David Herrington is best known for Death Valley.
Richard Nord is best known for The Fugitive, 1114, Species 2, and Passenger 57.
Qualles is best known for The Rosa Parks Story, A Raisin in the Sun, Quantum Leap, and this.
The film stars Shadia Simmons, Lindsay Hwan, Carl Lumley, and Penny Johnson-Gerald. Shadia Simmons plays Piper, and I've covered her in the video about A Saintly Swish. Link will be in the description.
Lindsay Hwan plays Mari, and she's best known for Shrooms, Village of the Damned, and this.
Carl Lumley plays Ron, and is best known for A Cure for Wellness, The Adventures of Buckaroo Banzai, Alias, and Men of Honor.
Penny Johnson-Gerald plays Roscoe. She's best known for The Larry Sanders Show, Star Trek Deep Space Nine, Absolute Power, and 24.
The film is based on true events of when the Dellums family had two separate occasions of a white South African teen girl coming to stay with them. It is a Disney Channel original movie. They filmed in Canada, and it has a 100% on Rotten Tomatoes. So a lot of reviews about this film said it was predictable but very compelling. And I agree. I think for it to be a Disney Channel original movie, it tackles a very... I like... The line that sticks out to me, like, majorly in this film is, apartheid is complicated, racism is not. And that is huge, because the film, like, people might say, like, oh, the film tackles a very complicated subject. And I wouldn't say it's a complicated subject. The film is tackling racism, which is not a complicated subject. Racism is wrong. Period. And that's the message. They're teaching this young, like, white girl who is a product of her surroundings that racism is wrong, and she learns that and realizes that, and that's amazing.
I thought that was wonderful.
Fantastic. I don't think that's complicated. I think they throw a lot of other complicated and intense and heavy subjects into the film, and I'm really glad for it. I'm glad they didn't shy away from talking about apartheid. I'm glad they didn't shy away from talking about the violence of the police against Steve.
Right.
I'm glad they covered all of that. They didn't shy away from the adults having conversations about all of it. They showed all of that, and the film is very well, like, known as being Disney's most progressive film, and you know, we've had some movies in the recent past here that have tackled, but not like this, and I think this tackles it in a pretty good way, but at the end of the day, I'm not the person that gets to say that.
Right.
We are not the people that get to say if this film did a good job.
That was one of my things with even doing this in reference to this movie, because it's not my place, you know, because I know, you know, that I can't, you know, I'm not the one to speak for. Right. Because I haven't experienced it.
Right.
You know, but I did, you know, what I came from this movie is I like the storyline of opening people's hearts and minds, and I just wish that it happened more.
Yes. And
the entire world was, you know, had open hearts and minds.
Yeah. Same. We know that on this channel I've said time and time again that Black Lives Matter, racism is wrong. And so I won't stand on any kind of soapbox. But I think the film, from what I could see, tackled it really well, didn't water anything down. I was I was uncomfortable with them throwing the N-word around, but not that they were throwing it around. It wasn't a situation that I understand why they used it, but I again, I'm not the person that gets to say whether or not they use that word in the film, but I'm not crazy about the fact that it was used, but I understand the context in which it was used.
Correct.
If you've seen the film, you understand the context in which the N-word was used, because it was used to explain what another word for that is in South Africa. So I get it, but it was also very weird because no way would the N-word be in anything on the Disney Channel today.
Correct.
So, but yeah, I'm not the person that gets to say anything about...
What was the part that I felt sick to my stomach? Do you remember when I said that?
When she was first in that boardroom of all black congressmen, and she didn't believe that he was the congressman. That's when I felt sick. I still have issues with our own government being majority, old white men that have closed 100%.
hearts and closed minds.
Have issue
A good amount.
that the majority is white, period.
Correct.
And then also have issue that those old white men have closed hearts and minds.
Yes.
Separate things.
Yes.
Shouldn't be majority white people.
No.
It should represent
Everyone.
who everyone is. I think the film, I enjoyed it.
I did.
I didn't write that I cried.
But you did.
Well, I cried
Just
with
now.
you. Well, no tears actually fell, which is what I usually count.
Oh.
As if tears actually fell.
I teared a little bit.
I think I got emotional the first time I watched it, and then I got emotional a couple times watching it with you this time. Because the film takes place in 1977, because that's when apartheid was at the height in South Africa, and this is when, the true events took place, and they combined the two. Like I said, it's based on two separate times. The Dellum family hosted a white South African, and they just combined those two stories together, but so much of it could be applied today, and that's a problem. That's a problem.
Right.
So, yeah, I don't really have much else to say about it because it's not my place to speak about it.
I recommend it.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's well-rounded story and heartwarming, and it's good.
I've been talking about throughout this entire in the past month or so for Celebration Month, we've run into a few movies that aren't treating kids like they're stupid. And I think this is one of those films. There are movies that have been treating kids like they're stupid, like Mail to the Chief at the beginning of the month. That was treating kids like they were dumb. Like, the adults were stupid. And I'm like, is this how kids think adults act like? Because this is no way. And then we get films like this and Emperor's New Groove and, other things that are not treating children like they're dumb. And children meaning anywhere from ages 10 to 17, 18. Like, they're not treating them like they're stupid. They're treating them like they fully can understand what this film is about and the subject matter and stuff like that. And I feel like this movie does that. This movie is very, very serious subject matter.
And the daughter even could call her Congressman Dad and say, they took her. They took Mari.
Mm-hmm. And, the fact that Piper is able to be like, don't you see that your country banning you from seeing books and movies and shows? The whole world knows it.
Right.
Why don't you? And it's
very good.
Yeah. I liked it. What would you rate it?
8 freedom flags out of 10.
Okay. 6 freedom flags out of 10 for me. Purely just by technical things dragged it down, but my enjoyment was a 7. I definitely highly recommend the film. Our total movie count is Terrence, that's all, and Crack Con are still the same. If you want to keep up with what movie I'm watching when, follow me on Instagram or Twitter. You'll find out what movie I'm watching when. You can't follow my mom on anything because she's all mine. But you can comment down below and she'll see it. And she'll say hey. And you can see her in the vlogs against her will. I put out videos every Monday and Friday and sometimes Wednesday, but every day for the week of guests because it's Celebration Month. Join Patreon. Right now, this month, only for a few more days. Some tiers on Patreon, and by some tiers I mean all the tiers, are getting some benefits from the tier above them. That is the special going on this month for Celebration Month. Buy merch. This is only available till the 31st, so you better get it. T-shirt, hoodie, long sleeve tank top, bunch of different colors, design collaboration with Haley. Get on it. Until next time, comment, like, and subscribe, but I'm not sure charge of your life you are, so you do you, and Black Lives Matter. This is when we get to talk about it.
Okay.
What did you think about it?
I loved it.
Mm-hmm.
I wish that you start and then I'll dating. I was thinking about this right as you started, and I was like, oh yeah, now I'm gonna do my funny stuff.
That was fast, huh? Are you happy about it?
As long as you're happy about it.
Oh gosh.
I love it. I said to Jamie, I said, I'll do anything for... He goes, oh, you're filming today. You're on film. I love you too.
Thank you.
And I said, yeah, anything for Jess. And he goes, I love that about you.
That's cute. That's adorable. You're adorable. He's adorable. That's all she wrote. Xander's adorable.
Yep.